Welcome to the NACO. It's the NACO. It's the NACO Network. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to click subscribe right now to stay and get all the good stuff and just vibe. All right, boom. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So I've been living in California for 9 months now. 9 months. Like, that's a whole baby. Where has the time gone? Like, it's crazy to think that I've been here for 9 months. This time last year, I was in Michigan, at Michigan State, about to go on spring break, I think. And my life was just completely different. I got on the plane May 31st. And my first official day was June 1st. And today, we're in March. And so I just wanted to come on here and make an update video of how life's been, what's been going on with me, and just a little bit of everything. Made a little list of stuff to talk about, and I'm just gonna flow with it, go with it. First thing I wanna talk about is living here, finding housing. So when I first got here, I was fortunate enough to live with family for about the first 5 months. I lived with them for the first 5 months, and that definitely helped a great deal. I have a lot of friends ask me about housing and if it's damn. Excuse me, housing and if it's affordable, and I heard this, cost of living that. So I'm here to give you my truths, at least, because everyone's situation is different. I lived with my cousins for the first 5 months of me being here. During that time, I was able to work and save because I knew that I wanted to eventually move and find housing for myself. Now, in those 5 months, y'all, I was sleeping on the couch. It wasn't like I had my own room or anything, but I was just so grateful. And that's one thing I do want to touch on a little bit. Like, I came from Michigan where I had an apartment, I had my own room, my own bathroom. So definitely making that change from having that freedom and that independence to sleeping on my cousin's couch was definitely an adjustment, but it was so worth it. And I'm so extremely grateful because I could have came out here and been homeless, okay? Okay? I was on that couch, a sleeping bed. Okay, sleeping. In the beginning of the year, I was on the hunt to find somewhere to stay, and I used the apps Trulia and Zillow. I was even looking on Craigslist a little bit, but Trulia and Zillow, that's what I used to find housing. Oh, shit. We're good? Lighting, you good? Camera, we good? Oh, shout out to my nails too. It's called Fresh Eggplant. Popping. Anyway. I searched for about a good 2 weeks, and because I lived here for some time, I was somewhat familiar with the surrounding areas. I was originally staying in Wilmington when I got here, which is near Torrance, like 15 minutes from Long Beach. I was living in Wilmington, so I preferred to stay in that surrounding area. I just liked the vibe of it. It wasn't necessarily downtown. It wasn't necessarily well, it is Los Angeles, just like around, you know, like not too far out, not too close, so you could, like, you know, double dutch in and out that thing. I found where I'm currently staying, like I said on the apps mentioned, Trulia and Zillow, and it is just a great, hallelujah. It's the greatest come up of all come ups, especially because you hear those stories that LA is expensive living. The cost of living is crazy, and the place that I live in now, it's affordable for me right now. It's close, it's convenient. I have my own room. I share a bathroom. I do have roommates, but it's just like, okay, it's just great. So there's definitely affordable living out here. It is an adjustment now, okay? In Michigan, I was paying, how much was I paying for rent in Michigan? For my own bathroom, my own bedroom, like, and it was furnished. On top of all of that, I was paying, I want to say it was like $390 to $400, and here I ain't paying $1,000, but it's up there, okay? Like, it's up there. So that's definitely something to consider if you are thinking about moving out to California, moving out to LA. Try to have some money saved up, because I didn't. I mean, I had money when I initially got out here, but that was spending summer money, and I thought I was going back to my job, but then I ended up dropping out, and it's in another vlog if you want to hear that story. But yes, so definitely try to have some money saved up, because that is important. During that time living with my cousins, I was able to save up and get my first and last month's rent together, okay? And then I still had some money to sustain me as I continue this job hunt, hustle, grind, day-to-day thing. As far as transportation, getting around, y'all. Y'all see the tear in my eye? Because the bus driver gave me a free transfer. So the first, and it's not even stressful, it's just, you know, to reminisce and reflect on that and be like, damn, Janae, you was really out here getting it. Like, you know, doing what you got to do. For the first 5 months, as far as transportation, I was living in Wilmington, but my job was located in Venice Beach. Now, on public transportation, that is a 2-hour trip going and a 2-hour trip coming back. So every day, and I was working 5 days out of the week, every day I would get my black ass up in the wee hours of the morning and go catch a train, go catch a bus to go catch the train, and both of them were hour-long rides. So 4-hour commute total every day. The residual from all of that, I was able to purchase my first car. Yes, her name is Cant. I will always treasure those long rides on the bus and the train, because it was just so much time to reflect and really focus on what it is that I want to do while I'm here. That day-to-day grind, just because you did that, I did that, like, literally. And when I tell people that I had a 4-hour commute every day, they be like, oh my God, yes, everybody won't do it, but it needed to be done, and it got done, okay? Money, finances. So like I said, before I moved to LA, I was working for Michigan State as graduate administrative professional, which means I was a graduate assistant and I was getting paid. I had health insurance, I had the whole 9. Had that job, came out here with the little money I had to, you know, spend for the summer and then go back. That was the original plan, to go back to Michigan, go back to my job and have some more money. But however, I decided to stay. So guys, when I tell you, broke, okay? I was broke. You don't know my story. Just take a moment. You guys, and it's just another one of those things that, you know, taking that leap of faith and risking all of that and not knowing where your check was going to come from next, or just how you were going to be able to support yourself. That's something that you really have to consider. But, you know, I just trusted myself and told myself that I'm gonna find something. I know how to grind, I know how to hustle. I've been doing it all my life. So, you know, the only difference now is the location. And that's just the mentality that I went after. After, you know, the first month of just like chilling and just being here for the summer, I really started to like grind, like, okay, let me update this resume, because it's time for a job, okay? I can't live off of my cousins. I can't live off of anyone else's income, so I have to figure out my own. I took to the internet, I got my resume all ready, prime, prim, and proper, but I knew that I didn't want to work. Oh, take 2, that's 2, Janae, 2, okay? Be careful, be careful, careful. I knew and I still know that I didn't want to work in any necessarily office job. I didn't want to do any fast food restaurants or waitressing like that. And no shame to anyone, that's how you get money. I just knew that it wasn't for me. The first event that I had went to was the BET Experience. Yeah, BET Live, BET Experience weekend. And it was a free event, and then I noticed there's like little vendors up, and then I noticed that there were brand ambassadors at these said events. And I did a little brand ambassador work when I was back in my undergrad, but I never continued it because, you know, I was still on the path of education. I noticed that and I was like, I remember doing it, and I remember them getting paid like nicely, you know. It was a nice, you know, trade. So I started inquiring about that. I started asking some of the people that were working the event, like, how did they get into working it? And they told me about Brand Ambassadors of Greater Los Angeles, which is this Facebook page that is just, if you're looking for brand ambassador work, go join that page. Seriously, because they just post after post after listing of work that is brand ambassador work, that are weekend gigs, some are contract gigs, and the payment is good. Some of them be trying you, okay? Some of them be like, all right, that ain't enough. There are some that are really good. So I joined that, had my resume, and I was just searching. And the first one that I ever got was a backup. I'm gonna just stop. I don't have to move. I'm gonna stop right now. But the first one was for Jose Cuervo, and that was fun. I was the backup, so that meant if somebody didn't show up for their shift, I would take it. They showed up. But you know, my excited self, I had to catch them 2 buses to get there. This is my first one out in Venice, mind you. Caught 2 buses to get there, just to be told that I wasn't needed. I still got paid for like a flat rate for showing up, but I was like, dang, I just knew it. But that didn't discourage me. I was just like, okay, I gotta keep going. I'm getting another one, I'm getting another one. The next one I did was a beauty promo for Target. Target was cool. I end up, I don't know. I can't remember if I got an email about it or if I saw this posting on the Facebook page, but it was for Snapchat and Snapchat spectacles, and it was an opportunity to be the brand ambassador manager for one of 3 locations. And so I applied, you know, I told myself, I was like, okay girl, you have a little administrative experience, okay? You got a little brand ambassador experience sprinkled, okay? You a people person, okay? You know, people love JT. I was just like, okay, this is mine. And the pay rate was buzzing, and it was, you know, more consistent. It was a contract job. I applied, and I applied. I went through the interview process. It was like a Skype interview and then a phone interview with another manager. Waited a few days because she still had other people to interview, and then a girl called me back. She called me back and told me that I had got the job. Y'all, that I had got the job. I was too excited. I was so excited. Like, shout out to Snapchat, because that opportunity was simply amazing. These are Snapchat spectacles. Yes. So they record videos. Now I'm recording me. They record videos through the camera, and then once it's finished recording, it actually sends the video via Bluetooth to your phone. Shout out to all the brand ambassadors. Oh snap, it's Venice Beach. That's where I was working. That's where I was commuting to every day. But it was totally worth it. I had fun. I wouldn't take anything away from that experience working for Snapchat. I had the amazing opportunity to be a production assistant for Giants the series, which is a digital series. The creator / director / producer, showrunner, James Bland. He is actually an alum of Florida A&M University, and that was just so great. Like, the story behind that was he had posted something on his IG, and then a couple friends had sent it to me, and by the time I was able to send the email to them asking if I could be a part of it, I thought that it was already too late, but I still sent the email anyway. And 9 months later, the Giants family I just love them so much. That was just the most amazing thing that could happen. I was able to see the production, what all it took to create Giants, an episode, from producing to directing. I couldn't have asked for a better introduction into filmmaking, into the entertainment industry, into Los Angeles, period, because they just took me in and I was able to work closely with them and I felt comfortable. After the first time, I emailed them again. I emailed the producer and I was like, hey, I had a great time. I would love to come back if you guys need help. I'm available, I'm free. And so from then, I just kept going back and I was able to work with them on the as they finished filming the last few episodes of season 2, and it's streaming now. Issa Rae's YouTube channel, make sure you go check that out. Love. Yes. If there's anything that I did not cover or anything that you guys want me to talk more on, or any question that you may have for me about living in LA, feel free to ask me in the comments. I definitely will answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate you guys' support, the love that you show, and even when you guys send me posts, because that's how I do hear about a lot of things, is when my friends send me stuff, and I just appreciate you guys so much. Stay tuned. There are some things that I intentionally did not mention, but you know, your girl popping, okay? We doing what we need to do. We out here grinding, okay? Out here grinding. As always, be loved. Most importantly, be light. Peace.